I thought I'd just come on here to have an honest conversation. I find it so tricky being on camera. I work with so many brands and influencers and great people who seem to naturally come on camera and able to find the words to say and the subject to talk about. And I guess for many of those people, or for especially a brand, it's very clear what they're trying to say, what they're trying to sell, what they're marketing. I guess with me, I'd like to consider myself a creative. But the problem with this is trying to articulate or show your interest in one area and one area only is so difficult. I have so many interests and so many stories that I want to capture and tell. For example, I'm reading this book. It's called Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. And the book is 2,000 years old and has been adapted quite a few times. It was written by this emperor who never intended this to go to an audience, and it was his daily observations of life. And I read this now and it's incredible. It's so insightful. It's so relatable 2,000 years later. It talks a lot about spirituality. It talks about these common observations that he made during his time, and the kind of questions that he too asked, which I think many people ask nowadays. What's the point? Where am I going? How should I behave? How should I act? What is true greatness? You get the point. It's like these big questions about life. And I suppose as a creator, the thing that I want to do most is explore life. I want to tell the stories of life. Not just market, not just sell stuff online. I want to explore. I want to see where this lens can take me, what stories I can discover. I want to participate, I suppose. And I think much of today's creativity, much of people's create nowadays is very algorithmic kind of content. It needs to flash, it needs to capture your attention to matter. And to me, as a creative, it's very disheartening. I don't always want to create the thing that has an algorithm-based decision. I want to create for the sake of creating, and I want to go into those realms of exploration of what creativity is. As you can tell, I'm rambling, I'm talking out loud, I'm speaking in real time without the conviction of like, here's my choice, here's what I'm telling you, here's my product for sale. Like, I guess I'm just trying to explore what I want to do with this. Anyway, that's my thoughts.